special GKW from Potawatomi. Excited for the special guest here for what's going to be an exciting Royal Rumble, the two-time Hall of Famer himself, Kevin Nash. Kevin, what's going on, man?
It's 10:30.
Kind of early for a wrestling show, right?
I can even imagine like putting on my gear right now, going out in the desert.
Well. So let's talk about the Rumble. What are some of your fond memories of this event?
I mean, for me, I think that the one pay-per-view that made me was the '94 Rumble.
Yeah.
It's in Providence when I eliminated all those guys, like 7 in a row or whatever it was. But they did it so I was in the ring by myself for like a minute and a half in between each guy. So it was, back in those days, it was so barbaric. You'd go back and there was a chalkboard, and you had no idea. So you get to the building. I go back there and I look. And I think Diesel was 7th in. So this is Diesel enters. So I go Diesel enter. So I look underneath it and he goes, eliminated by Diesel, eliminated by Diesel, eliminated by D. I said, fuck, I'm getting a push.
You keep seeing your name, you say, you know what, that's me.
Yeah. It's one of those things, too. If you're not going to win it, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So my dream for tonight, or I should say today, it's weird that it's in the afternoon.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I still can't get. It's very difficult to get used to.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Let alone it's. I mean, it's all sports now. It's like NFL. Like I got to call one of my younger buddies. Thank you, and ask him like, dude, where's the football game on?
Right.
Yeah, it's on Prime. Oh, yeah, but For this one, I look at it. I said, from the women's standpoint, if I had to pick, I would do Rhea.
Okay.
Because I think Rhea is so far above. She might be their biggest star. Like even when they came back, I don't know what town they were in. I think maybe they were in Tulsa, and they started the show with Roman, Cody, and Punk in a 3-way, back and forth.
Yep.
The crowd was dead. Nobody even responded. And I was just like, wow, this is a hard crowd. The first person to get a real pop was Rhea.
Yeah.
And I said, and I've always thought she was like, there's just something about her. She looks like she's the closest thing to an animation of Spider-Man.
Okay.
But she's female. Like the way she moves, and she's lanky, and she's got that look. And I just think she's money. So I think I have nothing against EO. It's great that they've shined her up with her. But I'm like, there's a reason Rhea's picture's on the side of the truck. And I think it's time to shine her and go into Mania and give her a nice little 6-month run.
In terms of the Rumble, the surprise is always a fun part. You've been on that end. What is that night like when you are a surprise entering the Rumble?
Well, we were talking. I told him I was coming in early, but with dark hair too, right?
Right.
Yeah. just so happened to I want to go to Boston and dye my hair. But I knew that was going to be the last time. I ended up doing, I think, the 2014, I think, was my last Rumble. And but the thing was, this is the killer of all of it. So I go down there, and Sheamus and McIntyre are in the ring with me. So, I've been doing this for, at that point, 20-something years. And the crowd's chanting Diesel, and they're pounding on me. Right. like it was a shoot. And I'm like, well, these guys are smart enough to,
Yeah, to read the room.
They're going to say, come on, man. Like, they're like, you got to be hearing this, right? I'm like, no, you're just going to, I said, and that's when I said right there, I said, no. Because I was supposed to eliminate Ziggler.
Okay.
And I went over to him, and I like, Dolph wasn't getting used.
Yeah.
So I said, I just looked at him, and he looked at me, and I went, like, no, man, I'm not going to eliminate you. I said, why? Eliminate when you want to. And but they I couldn't even. They wouldn't even let me fight up from the bottom. And at that point, I said, you know what, fuck this, I'm done.
You know what's great, Kevin, is Raquel Rodriguez. You talk on your podcast and say, I want her to be able to wrestle to her size. You don't have to go a million miles an hour. Look how big you are. Use your size. And she didn't go to social media and say, fuck Kevin Nash. But you know what she did? She said, I'm going to get geared like Kevin, and I'm going to wrestle big. And from what you said, she's a different wrestler. How's that feel?
Well, I mean, we talk. I mean, we DM each other on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And she actually, a couple weeks ago, she goes, would you be opposed to me calling myself Big Sexy? I said, I ain't using it.
Right.
Like, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But, I just told her, just a couple of little things like, you have to stop yourself, and that's what she does now. She moves, and the person moves, and she puts her leg over the top. She always stops herself. And if you're going to take a bump, take it through the ropes to the floor on your feet, so you're not flat backing for little people in the ring.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think that she went from the big person in the tag team to chasing the belt.
Yeah.
And she's going to be champion.
Yeah.
And there's just no way she's not going to be champion. So that all that is because you got to work different as a big, and there's nobody to teach her that there. That's a female. But I'm watching her, and I'm watching her, and she's good on the mic. She can do everything. She's strong. She's big. I said, you got to work stronger, and she listened.
Do you think some of that is also, the business is so different now. They're not doing as many house shows. Yeah, they do a holiday tour, did one recently over in Europe, but there's not a lot of those, kind of house shows where you can work on a lot of this
There's
stuff.
not. And to me it's like, Punk has worked 3 main events at the last 3 Raws. And, Phil's like, I don't know, he's 47, 48 years old.
Yeah.
He's straight edge, so he's not on TRT. Mm-hmm. And he's coming from time zones, and he's putting in time. And I'm just like, I thought that him and AJ looked a little bit tired last week. Like finally because that was a schedule.
Yeah.
They definitely were on a schedule. So, but that was the beauty of our era was, if I was working with Undertaker on the house shows, I was working with Brett on TV. So nobody ever saw me and Taker touch until we had touched 30 times. Mm-hmm. So there was no, let me find your timing.
Yeah.
Now these guys, we never ever would go out in the ring and take a bump for free. Yeah. That's just, like, I remember when I came back, we're going to walk through some shit. I said, I'm not walking through nothing. I'm good. We can call it out there. And, these guys now, they've got it. The best you can. I remember that horrible. I guess it was my last match. Was that ladder match with Triple H, and he was like in charge of everything. We didn't talk until like maybe 20 minutes before doors.
Wow.
And we walked out there and we put like 4 or 5 spots together, and we had worked 100 times, but not in years, and I don't think we could have had that match in today's world because I don't think abortion's legal. So,
right.
There's that.
It was in Baltimore, though. It's a blue state. So.
For you watching the current product, how do you take in how different it is? We mentioned the house shows, the Unreals of the world. You get in trouble for doing stuff off camera. Now they want to glorify the off camera stuff. How different is that?
Like I've always said, God, that click group, what a bunch of innovative son of a guns.
Yeah.
God, who would have ever thunk that that's what the people wanted to see?
Yeah.
And now that's by far the best thing they do.
Yeah.
Because no matter how you, it doesn't matter how much coverage you get or what they do with the individuals, you still want to really know the person. And I said on my podcast, I said, like, I didn't particularly care for Becky. I didn't care for her because she did her job. She was a heel, and she made me not like her. And I don't know if anybody's caught this beside me, but she kind of does a Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's her social media,
100%.
yes.
Yeah, she's kind of a Donald Trump figure where she has an excuse for everything and double talks everything and backsteps everything. And when I saw the Unreal, which was the first episode with her and Seth and their child and everything, I was just like, and on top of that, like they make these, the girls get made up when they go to the ring, and like I'm one of those guys. I'm a no makeup guy. Yeah, I like beach girls, and she was so much prettier, so much more attractive just in her everyday life.
Yeah.
And she was so sweet, and I was just like, that's what I wanted to see. I want to see who she is, you know. I never saw her in that first NXT match when she comes out looking like Poison Ivy, doing an Irish gig.
Yeah.
So, you know, kudos. Good, and you know their production's second to none. So.
As a big sports fan you are, you know we're seeing this in Saudi Arabia, the Royal Rumble. They keep going out there. In our lifetime, we're going to see, we're talking about this last night at your birthday party, like we're going to get a Super Bowl in Saudi Arabia. The NBA's already connected to them. That's where the money is, Kevin. How does that make you feel? A guy, again, we've been seeing it in the United States, North America for a long time, but Saudi's got the juice.
Well, if somebody told me, nothing against Toronto, but if I had to go to Toronto and play for the Raptors or go out and play with the Saudis, I'd probably take that Saudi cash and not pay the 50% tax.
That's double tax, isn't it? U.S. and Canada?
I would route my money through Dubai where it's a no tax zone.
Right, exactly.
But
Right.
That's what he's doing.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Call me crazy. If I'm in any kind of combat sports, I'm not doing anything besides in Dubai.
Yeah.
It's tax free.
That works out.
Well, it's funny, the Chappelle piece, right? His last thing, and he's doing bits about it and jokes about it, but he was fine taking the money with all the other comedians, Bill Burr, those guys. Like, yeah, they still cashes. Yeah. I'm fine with it.
No, he's so brilliant.
Yeah.
I could go on forever for his mic drop at the end. I just went,
oh yeah,
like, wow, you really don't care if you get killed, do you?
No.
Does not mind.
So again, we're going to see a WrestleMania out there. It just kind of, I think that's going to be even a bigger adjustment. Is a WrestleMania in the middle of the day? It's one thing for the Rumble or the other events, but especially as Mania continues to get built up.
I consider this like this. It's my second favorite probably. So, I'm sure SummerSlam is considered their second pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think this is huge. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they built that stadium, it's going to hold like, 60,000 people?
Built it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
No problem there.
It took longer to build the Ark. But that was with divine help. So.
I read. It's a big book I read that in. Yeah, large.
I've got the film strip. But so I'm hoping that it gets down to a situation where all the Vision is in there together, and Braun goes through them all.
Yeah.
Dumps them all, and I heard that Braun's won.
They might have accidentally spoiled that yesterday on SmackDown.
I think they said Braun.
Yeah.
So, but this is the thing that kills me. Adam Pearce touches Braun. They show the clip, and I'm thinking, oh wow, man! Like in the world we're in right now, you touch somebody like Pearce is going to be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Or do you turn Pearce? You say, hey, we'll drop the charges, and then you got the guy running Raw, and Heyman's basically his puppet master. And I'm thinking, great side story.
Yeah.
Into the show. Come on out here, you guys are all in Rumble. Bye. I went, wow, that really got a lot of yardage out of that.
Patience, that's what they tell us. We need to have patience. That's what we keep being told.
I want him to be the puppet, or I want him in that Heenan singlet.
Nice.
I want Pearce in the old singlet, man. Get back out there.
I want him to look like Andre.
Right.
One strap singlet.
Make him wear the wig.
Yeah.
Call everybody boss.
That's what I want.
But I'm hoping that. See, I've known Bronson, Rick Steiner, since he was born.
Right.
And him and my son played together growing up, and Halloween together. So I've known him. So he's Bronson to me, and I would love for him to be one, and him go through everybody, and just be out there and they're waiting for 30, and 30 be Lesnar.
Ooh.
Let's go.
And then go like 4-5, and Lesnar put him over. Now you got that kid's made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you make a star.
That's exactly how you make a star.
I mean, that's he's already there.
Yeah.
He's already there, but not that just. But then you look at it, and you look at how the WWE does things, and it's always about the graphic of 13-time world champion.
Yeah.
Stone Cold is the only person to have won the Rumble 3 times. Mm-hmm. Cody has won it twice. If he's your guy, do you have to sometimes anoint him with his third? So it's Stone Cold and Cody. But I think people have it's like the Trump syndrome. It's exhaustion. I think a lot of people have the Cody.
He was getting booed last night on TV in Saudi.
Okay.
Dude, I got into wrestling so I wouldn't have to wear suit and tie.
Right.
Like that was my goal, So it's like, he's sitting across from like a guy like Cena that was in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well,
Maybe if he's going to turn heel, the dye's got to go, man.
oh yeah.
No,
a
the
complete
guy's
180.
got to stay.
He's still
Oh.
got some
No,
more platinum.
That heat, that hair has heat with me.
Still.
I mean, it's like it looks like a '68 GI Joe.
Right.
I mean, it looks like it's painted. It's crazy.
Well, Kev, I want to say thank you so much for the time. I hope you've enjoyed here, Potawatomi, Milwaukee, and I hope you enjoy the Rumble today.
I have the nicest suite. I'm in the bar. I just checked online. It was $6,000 a night for the suite.
Wow.
So
It's a nice place.
go to my Instagram. I do a walkthrough. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.